Hey there, South Plains. Amanda McAfee with Lubbock Area United Way. Today I am joined by Della Escueda. She is the Executive Director for Guadalupe Parkway Neighborhood Centers. They've got two locations, one that's in the Parkway neighborhood and one in the Guadalupe neighborhood. And what they do on a regular basis is provide after-school care and then summer camps for kids that are in low-income neighborhoods for the most part and at risk, but really any kids are welcome to join that. They provide that, hit that sweet spot of providing high-quality care and doing a lot of cool things like music and art and things, but also for an affordable price. So Della, hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. Hello, Amanda.
Well, thanks so much for visiting with me today, Della. So things have looked different for you guys as they have for everybody. So why don't we just start there? Tell us what the past couple of months have been like for you guys, and as you guys are getting summer camps going, what that looks like.
Sure. So just like everyone else, we've kind of been reconfiguring how we do things, how we did them in the past, and how we're going to change them now. It's because we're doing what everybody else is doing. It helps, not only to have great friends and collaborators and people who are guiding us through this, also feeling like we're not alone in what we're doing. So more cleanliness, more, safer distancing, just being more careful of, having our kids out in the open, washing hands, washing hands, washing hands. After this, they're not going to forget about washing their hands ever again, because every time you turn around, you're washing your hands. So I think in the long run, I think it's a good thing that we have had to modify how we do things, because in the long run, it's going to really help us stay healthy and cleaner. And, it's going to help our areas be more conscious of sanitizing and things like that. So it's a good thing.
Sure, we always want to focus with kids on getting that good hand washing and all those good hygiene, and I think we've all learned so much more in those places where we as adults were kind of lacking. We've kind of stepped up our game a little bit on that as well. So Della, I think kids have really had so many different reactions to this. They've left school. They've gone through school online now. Now we're in summer and things are sort of back open, but sort of not. One of the things I've been thinking about a lot is kids' mental health at this point. We know that there's going to be some gaps in education that we're going to have to catch up when school starts back up in the fall. But right now, kids' mental health and how they're doing, and on top of COVID-19, we have the unrest and everything that's happening right now. And so just want to talk to you a little bit about what you guys are seeing in the kids. What feelings do you see in those kids? What emotions are they experiencing? How are they handling everything that is happening in the world right now?
So our kids are happy. They've been, locked up basically. They've been cooped up and they are isolated, and now they have more freedom to play, to have fun with their friends, to meet new friends, make new friends. So for the most part, this place is a very joyous and happy place for these kids. It takes them away from any pressures that they have due to COVID-19 and their parents having the challenges that, a lot of families are having. This place is just full of joy, and you can see it in their faces. They're just so happy, They are taking trips. We are being very cautious in the numbers, and our staff's wearing masks, and we're doing everything that we're supposed to be doing. However, these kids, they needed us for summer camp. We have about 87 kids registered right now. So we have close to 100 people here. We have 2 buildings though, and we're managing our distancing well. We're providing breakfast, lunch, and a snack through the centers and a kids cafe. And so today they went to the wildlife wilderness to look at the owls and some of the birds there. So I think it's very good for these kids to not be isolated so much during the summer. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
That's really great, Della. And we were talking before we started recording about you guys actually have some scholarships that you guys are being able to offer this summer. So tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so we are operating out of two facilities, which are at the Parkway side, which is our new Talkington building and also our Parkway building. We've closed down our Guadalupe building just so we can keep things, sane and sanitary. And so we had some additional funding that we went back to our funders and said, can we scholarship some kids who can't afford to come, whom we haven't even tapped into that neighborhood? And they said, yes. So we met with those neighborhoods, and those families were so happy for their children to come to the centers. We picked them up from their location, and then we dropped them back off in the afternoon. So they're able to participate in everything that the other kids are doing. And this is wonderful because most of our kids are from the 79403 zip code. We're now reaching out to 79404. And those kids have never, ever, ever been to a camp before. So this is new to them. And we're excited to be able to encourage them to participate and to sing and to dance and do all the stuff that they are usually not doing in the summer. They're usually just staying at home. So this is very good for them.
That's so great, Della. You mentioned singing and dancing there at the end, and that's one of the things that I think sets so much apart what you guys are doing in your program is that you'll really value the arts. You're doing a lot to teach the arts and teach about culture and teach about, everything about, what it's like to go to a restaurant and how do you behave at a restaurant, because a lot of kids, just reality, may not get to go to a nice fancy restaurant, and some things like that to just, I think, of it broadening worldviews and letting kids experience and do some things that they might not normally get to do. So talk to us a little bit about why that's important and why that matters to kids.
Well, so we want to empower our children to succeed. And in order for them to be successful they have to experience beautiful and wonderful things that they will feel comfortable in, and as they get older. So we have an etiquette program. And once they complete that etiquette program, they get to choose restaurants that they want to visit and practice their etiquette skills. They have to know how to tip, how much to tip, depending on how many are at your table. They also have to learn how to compliment the waitstaff, how to compliment the manager, how to seat a lady, how to conduct a toast, So all these things are part of the etiquette program. Where does your napkin go? We once had a parent who said, we did not know that napkin goes on your lap, and we thought, we're empowering families, by educating our children. So they have a STEM program. They have a dance and music program. They also have time to spend with their friends. They play games. They learn how to do a public speak. All these things that are going to empower them for the future. And that's what we want to do at this camp. This camp this year is called Going on a Safari. And so they're learning all about Africa and, all the animals that live there. And these are things that they don't experience every day. So it's about the experience. We also have an incredible staff who is so vested in this community and serving these children and empowering them for the future to succeed, so that they feel comfortable in their environment when it's not their normal environment, We want it to be something that they do every day as far as table manners and toasting and tipping and interviews. And so all of them get to pick a career. And then we have a career fair. Invite all the parents to the career fair so they can see what their child wants to be when they grow up. So it's a great camp. It's a 10-week camp. It's from 8:30 in the morning to 5:30 in the evening or in the afternoon. And so it's full. And right now you can hear the kids outside my window playing in the playground. So playing is good therapy for the children. So being out in the sun is also good. So we're trying to get as much sun as we can and make sure that they have a good time while they're here.
When we think about kids' mental health right now, those are all things that kids really need. They really need that. The social is so important for kids and their development, and they really need the chance to connect with their friends and connect with other adults and people. And get out in the sun, all of these things things that have kind of been denied to them in the last couple of months as we've dealt with COVID. So it's so great that they're doing that. Della, I know that there are parents out there that are listening and they're hearing about your program. I also know that you guys are pretty full right now and you only have one location open. So if somebody's hearing about this and they want to find more about their program, want to find out if you've got space for their kiddos, what do they need to do?
So they need to call the center here at 806-763-3963, and they need to fill out an application. At this time, we are not full, but some of our age groups are full, so it's better to just fill out an application and see if that group is full or not. We're not turning anyone away because they're unable to pay. Nobody ever gets turned away. So just please feel free to come and fill out that application, because your child's going to have an awesome time. Awesome time. Right now we're serving, our youngest child is 5 and our oldest is 15. And they're all having fun, and that's what it's about. It's about having fun and still educating them without them realizing they're being educated, and buying into that, so that when they start school again, they are, reading at their grade level and learning at their grade level. We don't want them to lose that because there's been no school for a while, as you know. So yeah, come on by, see us.
Awesome, Della. I know you and your team are doing great work. You always do. And just so many, you do have such a great staff and so many great people, and so many of your staff that grew up right there in that neighborhood, many of them attending the centers and are super connected and super invested. And I know y'all just do an amazing job every summer and every day after school, even when there's not school. So Della, thanks so much for your team and everything that you guys have been doing. We really, really appreciate that. And hey, South Plains, we thank you. We thank you for the good work that you can continue to do and how we can continue to connect as a community, and working to really make sure that everybody has everything that they need right now and they have everything that they need going forward, so that we're all just doing the best we can. So we will be back soon to talk with more of our partners. Thanks, South Plains.